When you're placing or changing the bobbin, you pull this off gently. Open the trap, stick your finger there, and pull the bobbin case out. Now, to load your bobbin, you put it in, and then there's this little notch here. You pull your thread in behind it. Then, so it doesn't fall out, this is what locks it. See, it doesn't fall out like when I have it like that. And it'll only clip in one spot. And you know you got it. Do your bobbin up, bobbin thread up. The same on all machines. Close that door. I put some thingies in here. This is a double needle foot. Someday I've got some double needles and we'll play with it. Whoops, you have to put it on properly. There. Now, the light comes on automatically when I've turned it on. And to plug it in, it only fits one way. Always unplug it after you're done using for safety's sake, please. Okay, my little love. For a straight seam, line it up with where you want it on the markings. Yeah, on this machine. Oh, that machine. Oh, I've got it on. Go back straight stitch and stitch length. This says how wide your zigzag's gonna be. This says how long your stitch is. So for normal sewing, 2 or 3. For long stitches or gathering on 4. And for real pretty, I'll show you that in a bit. Now, because it's an old machine and it's designed a little differently, give this a little turn when you're starting. And sew to your hearts as slow as you want, as fast as you want. Slow. But always remember, you gotta keep control. Press her foot up, material, always 3, 4, 5, 6. And on this one, you slide your thread down the shaft. Magic! There's a little cutter on the back, right there. Ooh. So you slide it down the shaft like this, and it cuts. So both your, okay, I've got that done wrong. Yeah, that's much better.
You didn't thread it.
Oh, we'll thread it and unthread it in a second. This is basic operations. Now, we want to do a fancy stitch. Let's make it, a number 4. And let's do it at a normal length to start. Press her foot down. And this is our zigzag. Oh, there's another thing. You must turn this knob to put your thingy up at the top every time you stop. Make sure it's up there before you touch any of this stuff. Okay, sweetie? Now, I'm going to make this smaller, on 1. And I'll show you how that looks. And then make sure it's up.
Oh, look.
Oh, yeah, she's going to see 1, 2, and 3. Oh, watch me do this. I'm putting it right at the F. Now, watch this one. See, it'll feed itself through. So, that was just on the number 2 for stitch length, number 1 for stitch length, and right on the F. Boy, that looks nice, but it takes up a lot of thread. You might want to make sure you got lots of whatever color you're using. Coming back here, make sure your tension thingy's right up at the top, right there. Lift your presser foot, pull it out, slide it down the back, pull towards you a bit. Wowzer! Now, if I'm doing, okay, let's set it back to normal stitching on 2 and on 0. 0 means I want it to go straight. I don't want any zigzag. I'm going to do a stitch, some stitching. Now, I'm going to turn it around and do that. Get my needle back up, and then I'm going to move my needle to the right. I haven't done anything to move my material or my presser foot yet, but look at this. Look at how neat those 2 lines of stitching went. Isn't that kind of cool? So if you've got fraying edges, you can do a stitch like that to keep it neat and wonderful. There are things you're going to play with as you go. Always remember to reset your sewing machine to middle, 0, and 2. That's what you're going to use first. Middle, 0, and 2. Always make sure that's up as high as it'll go. Now, threading your machine. Here we go, my little darling. 1. Come right down this groove. Oh, no, here. Right here is where you want it. Right down the groove. Around that knob. Back up. Make sure you caught it. And bring it down. There's a little one right there. And like you always do so good, right straight through there. But I'm not going to worry about this for right this second, because I'm going to give you a bobbin lesson. Ta-da! Do I have an empty one? Yep. Now, you know how to put your bobbin in, but you also know you run out of thread every time you think about it. For doing this, you follow over to this guide and come around that little circle thing. Okay, that's what keeps your bobbin thread just perfect. You don't use this thing when you're doing your normal sewing. It just goes like that. But for doing your bobbin, you do that. I know, they make sewing as confusing as they possibly can sometimes. Don't they, sweetie? Again, you have to put your thread, where's my big hole? From the middle, up, in, oh darn. You know I have problems with this. Cut the thread, have a nice end. Make it an easy go. See, you're not the only one that has problems with some of this stuff. My old eyes have problems seeing it. But there it is. Whoops, and I've dropped it, I think. Yep, I did. Story of my life, let me tell you. I got it. Woohoo! And it goes on here. And push it down straight. I'm going to cut some of this extra thread off, just on account of we don't need it. Now I'm going to hang on to this thread, and I'm going to push that. It's quite stiff. You got to give it a good push. And I think that's all. Yeah. Get it started. Cut the thread you're holding and go to town. Oh, you'll see this start to slow down. That means take your foot off the presser foot. Come back in the middle here, cut it. Bring that back. Lift your bobbin up. And look at the nice, neat little bobbin. You have to be paying attention. When this slows down, it wants you to stop. It doesn't stop automatically like some. So you have to pay attention. Now, for doing the machine again, go in there. Come back around here, Grampy. Straight down. Around your big knob, that's your tension knob. I like to keep it on 4, sometimes 5, depending on the material I'm working with. But 4 works good on the practice stuff I've been doing. Are you actually getting the... And again, like on the other machines, I like to put it down so I have more room for my fingers. And woohoo! I'm still got it. Slide your material back. You saw me do the bobbin at the beginning. Now I've got both. Always leave your machine with the presser foot down and the needle up. I didn't show you how to lock stitch. You get a great big button for lock stitching on this machine. Just hold on. I'm gonna come ahead. Stop. Back it up. Go ahead. it out. Cut my thread. Leave my threads back there. Leave them 4, 5, 6 inches long. Never have them too short. But look right here. Aren't they neat lock stitches? Nice on the front, nice on the back. I need to cut all my threads. After you do your thread off on the back of the machine, it always pays to give it a little clip because it's never short enough. Oh, after you've done a lock stitch, you can cut your thread right up to your material. And then you've got this neat little patch. It doesn't look so good when you have all these threads. Oh, and that's really bad. No, Grammy, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, there are your basics. Quick review. For threading, don't put it around this. For bobbin winding, do put it around this. For threading, come straight down around, and look what I didn't do. When you're threading, it has to be up there too. Come right down. Get it in this little one. Thread your machine. I think I unthreaded. That's what I get when I don't pull my, leave my needle up at the top. When I put my needle up, my thread came out. It'll happen to you many, many times, and then you won't be laughing at me. Okay, life is good. I can't see right now. Presser